about 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago.
So, could you just tell me a little bit about each of your roles and and also then how you fit into the MYP program?
Okay.
That's first.
أبو سامي
تفضل.
أنا عشان ما دخلت في الموضوع MYP فأنت ترجم لي إياها.
أوكي.
أنا مسؤوليتي في المدرسة يعني يمكن قسم البنات اللي هم الجمعيات اللي شن قسمين اللي هم النشاط والبرامج الخدمية. معرفتي في الآي بي اللي هو الجديد الآن إذا في عندها أي سؤال.
Ustaz Samia is here in the school for years. She's coordinating the school clubs, school clubs.
15 سنة.
For about 15 years in the school. And she's running or supervising the school clubs, both service, that related to service, and the others related to the hobbies and the interests of the students. And she's saying that there's first time to be exposed to the MYP for this year, like most of the employees here in the school.
Yeah.
So I'm Hala, and I joined the school about 9 weeks ago in the capacity of coordinating the new subject that we just started this year. It's the MYP projects, both personal projects for 10th graders and community projects for 8th graders.
And where were you before that?
I was working from home as sort of a freelance researcher, and before that I was working in philanthropy and human rights.
Great.
I'm doing the same role like Hala here in the school.
And like Sami.
And like Sami too.
You're all new
both
for the
roles.
first thing, yeah.
I'm doing both roles. I'm working with the teachers on MYP projects, and also I'm supervising in school clubs and after school activities. The after school activities only on the boys' side.
So not for the girls.
Yeah.
What could you tell me what some of those activities are?
We have different activities, academics like English classes, math classes for those students who are in need for this.
So like enrichment classes.
Enrichment classes, yeah.
Okay.
You know, we have the school is adopting math test. If you have knowledge about it. And those guys, the students are organized or leveled. Those who are in low level are the target for those classes. Not all of them are participating, but we're targeting them all. And we have other activities like soccer, basketball, swimming.
Okay, so it's athletics,
yes, in general.
Okay, great. And so, could you tell me a little bit about your understanding of the personal projects and the community project?
Okay. So the personal project is for the 10th graders, and hopefully we're starting it with the 9th graders next semester. It's a year-long project, and it's based on their passion, their interests. It doesn't have to create a service for the community, although it would be nice if it does. It does have to be meaningful, though. So we've been working with the supervisors, having weekly meetings with them, because we're all new to this and we're learning as we go. They go into the classes. We have 2 periods per week, and we try and have the students do as much work in the class as possible. We've developed a guide, and we base it mostly on the IB projects guide, as well as review of like 10 other guides by different schools. And we've taken bits and pieces and created our own. So the students use that to pretty much navigate the whole process. The MYP projects, both personal and community, follow 4 stages, which is investigation, planning, taking action, and reflecting. Both of them have an exhibition at the end of the year that is open to the DAS community, the Bahrain Ahliya school community, their families, the employees here. The personal project also has a reflection report. Yes. So it's just quite extensive. As for the community project, they're 8th graders. They're younger. They work in groups, whereas the personal project, obviously, is individual. The groups for the community projects are either 2 or 3. And again, we're working with the mentors to go into the classrooms and guide them in 4 stages. The reflection paper is not as extensive as the report. However, a lot lies on the process journal for both. And the process journal, they do a lot of reflection, and specifically for the approaches to learning skills, the ATL skills.
Great. So the ATL skills are kind of consciously embedded.
Yes.
And the students are familiar with the vocabulary because I see it everywhere I go around.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the first year, so some of them have a bit of an idea about it, but we did include it in our guide, and the teachers did make a conscious effort to go over it and do some activities with regards to that. One of my classroom teachers did a really fun activity whereby they divided them into 3 groups, had them look at videos, like 3-minute videos of personal project products, and they asked them to deduce what ATL skills do you think these students needed in order to complete their product. So that was a nice one.
Great. Is it similar for you?
Yeah, I wouldn't add more, but the idea is for personal project and community project is for the students. It's like an opportunity for them to practice what they have already learned in the school and to apply it in those projects. Also, the working on both projects will enhance the skills of the students and make them reach the learner profile skills or the skills that we need in the learner profile. Risk-taking, thinkers, investigators. So
There's a lot of
I think
enthusiasm amongst the
had
kids.
covered most of the other aspects.
Great. And
اوكي انا مثلا بالنسبه لل يعني يمكن الاي بي او الام اي بي ما اختلفت كثير عن اللي نشتغل فيه كان اول زمان، اللي احنا نركز على النمو الشخصيه المتكامله للطالب من اي نواحي اجتماعيه ثقافيه رياضيه فنيه، بحيث انه يظهرها سواء كان مجموعات برامج خدميه وكنا نطبقها من الصف الثالث ابتدائي الى ان يصير اللي هو مشروع الشخصي لكل طالب. فيعني اختلفت يمكن في المسميات وفي الآلية العمل، يعني بس زي التعلم الخدمي كان موجود اللي كان عن طريق المنهج أو المنهاج، بس أنا اختلفنا في الآلية وفي المصطلحات المصطلحات.
System is saying that there is not much difference between what's being done now through the MYB, the IB, and the MYP projects, but in the old days, let's say, we're doing the same thing, but under different names.
Different names.
Yeah, but now also what we can see, this is my words now. Now the work is more structured than before. We used to do the same thing, but not in the same structure.
And did the students have the same language, ideas about how, the concepts and before? Or was it just they were kind of doing it, but they weren't understanding that, what I'm doing now is, for example, reflecting, or what I'm doing now is would qualify as risk-taking. Can they kind of go, were they doing that kind of analysis before? Or is that really the structure that you're talking about?
They have the concepts in mind, and they have also some of the vocabulary that you've just mentioned, but not all of them. Like risk-taking, I think this is one of the words that was not that familiar. The students were not familiar with the wording.
Yeah.
But they were doing it.
I would also add that Bahran Ahliya has a senior project. I don't know if you're speaking about it with anybody.
Could you tell me, are you part of that as well?
I've heard of it. I've looked at their guide, and it's actually very similar to the MYP projects, especially the personal. Yeah, so it's the senior students. They're going through 4 stages, pretty much the same. They also have the process journal.
لمرحلة التطبيق المستقل. هم تعلموا طول هالفترة وصلوا لمرحلة التطبيق المستقل. يمكن أنت لحقت أستاذ إسماعيل على التعلم الخدمي. أي التعلم الخدمي في أكثر مرتبط بالمنهاج أكثر. يمكن خلال الجمعيات يمكن يكون أنت تشتغلين عليه معمق أكثر وفي تفاصيل أكثر وفي آلية أكثر.
Yeah. So basically, it does follow certain procedures and it does follow certain stages, and you do come out with a community service at the end. And they also prepare for it from junior, right? They have a junior project.
2 years.
Yeah.
They have science projects, other science projects that are very close to what we're doing.
الآن بدأنا مدريد.
Even some students, I know that one girl is doing a junior project in preparation for her senior project.
Which grade they're doing?
لا قبل، الحين صار قبل. الحين يبدأوا من الصف كان أول بثالث ثانوي، الحين لا. من الصف العاشر ممكن تأخذ ممهد بعدين تقدر.
Yeah, so 10th graders, they start working on it on a lower, like a simpler scale, and then full-blown in the senior project. And they have something called the blog, which is similar to the person project, the process journal, and they have like what they call a mentor, which is an outside expert rather than having a teacher, only a teacher here. I think one of the differences is they meet 4 times a week.
Yeah, they have regular classes,
Yes.
like 4 times a week.
4 times a week,
meeting
so
with their
that's
mentors for the senior projects.
So meeting outside the
No,
school.
no.
Not with the
During
mentor, with the
school time.
teacher. This is
Oh,
a
with
difference.
okay, so there's a
Yeah.
mentor in school